What's going on YouTube? Hey guys, it's Ben. Thank you so much for checking out another one of my videos. If you're not a subscriber yet, definitely smash the subscribe button down below. I would truly appreciate that. So today, I'm going to answer a question that people have been asking me forever, which is what are your monthly business expenses for running your recruiting agency? And so I wanted to address that in full today and hopefully dispel some misconceptions that people have. So first things first, a lot of people have zero clue about business expenses and how they work and what you need to actually get started in business, in any business for that fact, whether it's real estate or recruiting or if you're starting an app or doing whatever. People have a lot of misconceptions about this and it's a huge problem, so I hope I can address some issues and clear things up for some people. People think that you need to start a recruiting business with like $50,000, $100,000, you need a loan from a bank or friends and family. I started my company with $50 flat out and grew it to a six-figure business in 6 months. You all know my story. So you do not need tons and tons and tons of cash. Now, I'm going to go over my monthly recurring expenses. They might seem a little bit wild and crazy to you, but I will explain as we go. First things first is advertising. Now, this is the largest monthly recurring expense my business has. It's $3,000 on a monthly basis. So basically, throughout the course of the year, I spend around $30,000 in advertising costs. Now, these are things like Indeed ads, Craigslist ads, LinkedIn ads, using Indeed Resume Finder, and pretty much any other advertising tool that I use or advertising platform that I use. It averages out to about $3,000 per month. Obviously, a clear ROI on that. I wouldn't just be throwing away $3,000. I get a really good ROI on my ads. I get tons of candidates, and so as I've explained in other videos, when you put an ad out for $60 and you get 10 applicants and one of them gets placed, your $60 that just turned into $3,700 is a pretty good ROI. So $30,000 on ads per year, $3,000 per month is not a bad ROI either. All right, so number two, this is gonna be software and tools. Pretty much everything I use on my computer or on my phone, apps, things like that. So this is like Zoom Info, the subscription I have, Swordfish, the Chrome extension, my LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscription, DocuSign, website hosting, what am I thinking of? G Suite for email, email sequencing campaigns with MailChimp, Zoom video conferencing software, things like that. So all of that adds up to about $500 per month, and so that tacks on to the total of my business monthly recurring expenses. So category number three is going to be travel expenses and meal expenses. Okay, so I do not travel a whole ton. I do not usually meet up with clients and have meals, but whenever I do, it's traveling either somewhere nice or traveling and it costs me a bunch of money, and I definitely am purchasing a really, really nice meal for a client. Travel and meals all together, I mean, I really don't do this every single month, but I'm averaging things out throughout the year. So by putting it on a monthly basis, I came up with $800 per month. And that's including everything like travel, expenses, hotels, flights, meals, parking, mileage, all of that stuff adds up really, really quickly. And you'd be surprised at, where you take really, really good clients when you want to wine and dine them and wow them to get their business. So $800 a month for travel and meal expenses. So the last category of monthly recurring business expenses is what I call miscellaneous. And the IRS actually calls this miscellaneous expenses as well when you write them off. So what am I including in that? I'm including in that things like cell phone bill. I'm including things like my internet bill. I'm also including things like my laptop, if I were to buy a new laptop, the cell phone itself, depending on how much you use it for business versus pleasure. I'm including my business expenses to be things like educational programs or consulting or any type of course I buy to learn things, to level up, to grow my business. Things like that are all miscellaneous. All right, let's add it all up. Everything that I've counted out to today comes out to about $4,960 in total for the month. And so that's what I spend on a monthly basis on average, give or take a couple $100 here and there. It's not always going to be $5,000 a month. Sometimes it might be $4,000, sometimes it might be $5,500. But nonetheless, I want to explain a few things about that number. The first thing that you should know about this $5,000 monthly expense for my business is that it has to be nowhere near what your monthly expense is for your business. So everyone's different, everyone buys different tools, everyone needs or wants different things, and I just so happen to land around $5,000 a month, and that works perfectly for me because my revenue overshadows that, and I end up making way more than what it actually costs me to do business at $5,000 per month. Now, the second really important thing that you need to know about this $5,000 per month business expense that I have is that 100% of it is tax deductible. So you see me saying I spend $5,000 per month on business expenses. That's not money out of my pocket. That's money to make money, which means it's tax deductible. So at the end of the year, all I do is work with my CPA. I list out every item that I just said in this video and some more and explain exactly why they're all tax deductible, and they get written off of my taxes, which means my tax bill starts off at here, and once all these write-offs are in play, my tax bill goes down to here. So the last thing I can leave you with is that it is really imperative you know that it costs money to make money. So you see me saying that I spend $5,000 per month on business expenses. Well, that's overshadowed by the six figures and beyond that I will make by the end of 2019. And so it's all worth it in the end, and it's all tax deductible. So if you do the accounting, you'll find out that it's actually worth it and that it totally makes sense. Even though it might just sound crazy when someone says, hey, I spend $5,000 a month to do business, it's not that simple. That's an oversimplification. The last thing that I would want to tell you is to smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're not already, guys. I really appreciate you checking out my channel again, and thank you so much. I will catch you for certain on Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.